He said, "We'll never leave each other, no matter what." At the time, it sounded like loyalty, like friendship, like something real. But a few days later, I was drowning, gasping for air, begging him to stop, and he just laughed. That's when I realized some people don't save you. They sink you. If you've ever trusted the wrong person, if you've ever held on to someone who slowly destroyed you from the inside, then this story is going to hit hard. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Silent Comeback, and turn on bell notifications. Because the stories we share here, they don't just entertain, they teach you who to trust. I used to live a quiet life. Not perfect, not exciting, but safe. I kept to myself. Avoided risks, avoided people, because people complicated things. And then I met him. Let's call him Rizwan. Rizwan was everything I wasn't. Confident, loud, fearless. The kind of guy who walked into any situation like he already owned it. I first saw him near this peaceful lakeside park. I used to go there to clear my head. Same bench, same routine. But that day, he was different. He was laughing, running, jumping straight into the water without hesitation, like he didn't fear anything. And I remember thinking, that's the life I want. Freedom, confidence, no overthinking. So I did something I normally never do. I walked up to him. "Hey, can we be friends?" He looked at me, smiled instantly. "Yeah, why not?" And just like that, everything changed. At first, it was perfect. We hung out every day, talked about everything. He pulled me out of my comfort zone. "Stop thinking so much," he'd say. "Just live a little." And slowly, I started depending on him, not just for company, for identity, for confidence, for meaning. And that's where things started to shift. See, Rizwan didn't just want a friend. He wanted control. At first, it was small things. "Why didn't you call me? Why are you talking to them? You don't need anyone else. I'm enough." At first, it felt special, like I mattered. But over time, it became suffocating. One evening, sitting by the lake, I said something that changed everything. "I don't want to lose this." He laughed. "Relax. We're good." But I wasn't satisfied. I needed reassurance, permanence, something unbreakable. So I said, "Let's promise something." He raised an eyebrow. "What?" "Let's never leave each other. Ever." He hesitated, just for a second, and I should have noticed that. But I didn't. Instead, I pushed further. "No matter what happens, we stay together." He shrugged. "That's not necessary." But I insisted. I needed certainty, control, security. So I came up with an idea. A stupid, irreversible idea. "Let's make it permanent," I said. "Let's tie ourselves together." Symbolically. He looked at me like something wasn't right. And honestly, something wasn't. But he agreed anyway. "Fine if it makes you happy." And just like that, we created something neither of us could escape. At first, nothing changed. We still laughed, still spent time together. But now there was pressure, expectation. Wait, we weren't just friends anymore. We were attached. A few days later, everything collapsed. Rizwan got excited. "Let's go to the lake." Before I could respond, splash, he jumped in. And because I was tied to him, I got dragged into. The cold water hit me like a shock. I panicked. My body froze. I wasn't ready for this. "I can't do this," I gasped. "Relax," he shouted. "It's fun." Fun? I was fighting to breathe. I tried to move, tried to keep up. And for a few seconds, I managed, barely. But then, my chest tightened. My energy dropped. My movement slowed. "I'm tired," I said. "Slow down." But he didn't. He didn't understand. Because this was his world, not mine. "I don't belong here," I whispered. And that's when it hit me. This wasn't friendship. This was force. And in that moment, I made a decision. I stopped trying. Because here's the truth no one tells you. Sometimes, the only way to survive is to let the wrong connection destroy itself. I went still, let my body go limp, stopped fighting. At first, He didn't notice. Hey, keep moving. No response. Then panic hit him. Wait, what are you doing? But it was too late. Now he was struggling because my weight, my silence, was pulling him down. And suddenly he understood what it felt like to be dragged into something you weren't built for. But the story doesn't end there, because karma, it wasn't done yet. As he tried to recover, a shadow passed over us. Something watching, waiting, opportunity. And in that moment, everything changed. What happened next wasn't planned, but it was inevitable. As he struggled to stay afloat, the situation turned against him. He was tired, panicked, out of control. The same control he once had over me, gone. He tried to escape, tried to break free, but he couldn't, because the bond he agreed to, the one he didn't take seriously, now owned him. And in that moment, he realized the truth. Too late. You're dragging me down, he screamed. And for the first time, I wasn't the one suffering. That was his reality now. And just like that, the roles reversed. Not because I attacked him, not because I fought back, but because I stopped saving him. And sometimes, that's the most powerful revenge of all. It wasn't the situation that destroyed us. It wasn't bad luck. It wasn't fate. It was the bond, the forced connection, the refusal to accept reality. Because not every relationship is meant to survive, and holding on to the wrong person can cost you everything. If this story hit you hard, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel Silent Comeback, and turn on bell notifications, because you will get updates for upcoming videos. And tell me in the comments, have you ever held on to someone you should have let go? Also, if you have your own revenge story or something similar and want to turn it into a video, share your story in the comment section, or reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or email so I can feature you next. Thanks for watching.